Greetings, global explorers, and welcome back to Global Discovery Hub. Today, we're embarking on a spectacular journey across continents, diving deep into the heartlands of the planet's 10 most resource-rich nations. We're talking about the titans of terrestrial treasure, the countries that are sitting on a wealth of natural endowments that shape economies, influence geopolitics, and drive the very engines of human progress. From deep subterranean reserves of precious metals to sprawling forests that cleanse our atmosphere and the fuels that power our world. These are the crown jewels of our Earth's inheritance. Buckle up, folks. This is going to be an epic expedition. Number 10. Venezuela. Starting our countdown at number 10, we find ourselves in South America, amidst the stunning landscapes of Venezuela. Now, when you think of Venezuela, you likely think of oil. And for good reason. This country boasts some of the largest proven oil reserves on the planet. But it's not just black gold that makes Venezuela stand out. We're talking substantial reserves of natural gas, iron ore, and even gold. The sheer volume of these resources is staggering, tallying up to an estimated $14.3 trillion. That's a sum that could redefine nations. But the story here isn't just about abundance. It's about how this abundance has shaped a nation's trajectory. Historically, this has meant that Venezuela's economy has been largely dependent on these resources. The blessing here turns into a potential problem. It is very hard to diversify an economy when you have so much revenue from one resource. This creates an economic dependency. Number 9. Iraq. Next up, we journey across the Atlantic and into the heart of the Middle East, to Iraq. Here, amidst the cradle of civilization, lies a treasure trove of natural wealth valued at nearly $16 trillion. Primarily, Iraq's riches come in the form of crude oil, with estimates placing reserves at over 115 billion barrels. That's a significant chunk of the world's supply, folks. Imagine the potential. Fueling global industries, powering transportation, and driving economies. But like many resource-rich nations, Iraq's story is complicated. Decades of conflict and political instability have hindered the development of these resources, preventing the country from fully realizing its potential. There is more to Iraq than just oil. This nation is filled with natural gas and phosphates, yet the instability here is what makes it so hard to capitalize on it. Number 8. Australia. Shifting gears. Let's hop over to the land down under, Australia, the island continent. With a total resource value nearing $20 trillion, Australia is a veritable treasure chest of minerals. From vast iron ore deposits that fuel global steel industries to abundant reserves of gold, uranium, and coal, Australia's mining sector is a powerhouse. They have quite a few minerals here, not just one or two. They have many different things, making the market they have very durable. The size of this country is what makes this so great. They have so much land to find all these resources. But it's not all about what's underground. Australia's natural beauty, from the Great Barrier Reef to its expansive outback, also holds immense value. Australia is a leader in uranium and gold production. Number 7. Brazil. Now we swing back to South America, touching down in Brazil, a nation that embodies both natural wonder and economic might. With an estimated resource value of $21.8 trillion, Brazil's crown jewel is undoubtedly the Amazon rainforest. This vast ecosystem, often referred to as the lungs of the planet, holds immeasurable value in biodiversity and climate regulation. But Brazil's wealth extends far beyond its forests. Its vast reserves of iron ore, oil, and natural gas make it a major player in global commodity markets. Brazil's agriculture sector is also a major piece of their economy. They can grow practically anything here. The diverse climate allows for many different varieties of fruits and vegetables. Number 6. China. Heading north, we find ourselves in China, a nation whose rapid economic ascent has been fueled by its abundant natural resources. With a staggering resource value of $23 trillion, China boasts significant reserves of coal, rare earth minerals, and various metals. These resources have been the bedrock of China's manufacturing sector, powering its industrial revolution. The sheer scale of production and innovation fueled by these raw materials is what really allows them to utilize what they have. China is also home to a very large amount of forestry land, adding more to their total. China also has made advancements in renewable energies, adding to this strong economy. Number 5. Iran. Next, we move back to the Middle East, where Iran holds the number 5 spot with a resource value of $27.3 trillion. Iran's wealth lies primarily in its vast reserves of oil and natural gas. In fact, it holds some of the largest proven reserves in the world. However, despite this abundance, Iran's economic development has been hampered by geopolitical tensions and international sanctions. When you have so much of something, other countries tend to want some of it. It can be hard to operate when there are sanctions placed on your country. They have other resources too, like copper and iron ore. But oil and natural gas is what this nation is known for. Number 4. Canada. Venturing north, we land in Canada, a nation whose resource wealth stretches across its vast expanse. With a total value of $33.2 trillion, Canada is a treasure trove of natural riches. Its oil sands, particularly in Alberta, hold some of the world's largest proven oil reserves. Coupled with abundant reserves of natural gas, timber, and minerals, Canada stands as a resource powerhouse. The forestry is another big piece of Canada. They have a massive amount of trees. They have a lot of farming. That is also a big part of their economy. With a very diverse group of resources, Canada can provide for itself. They have the 3rd largest oil reserves worldwide. This provides great independence. Number 3. Saudi Arabia. Entering the top 3, we journey to Saudi Arabia, the undisputed king of crude oil. With a total resource value of $34.4 trillion, Saudi Arabia's economy is inextricably linked to its vast oil reserves. The sheer volume of oil beneath its desert sands has transformed the nation into a global energy powerhouse. This country is filled with oil. It is what they are known for, and it is what they do best. There is natural gas here too, and other minerals, yet nothing compares to the amount of oil that exists here. Number 2. United States. Securing the number 2 spot is the United States, a nation whose diverse geography yields a wealth of natural resources valued at an astounding $45 trillion. From vast coal reserves and natural gas fields to abundant timberlands and mineral deposits, the U.S. is a resource powerhouse. The diversity here is what makes this country's resource pool so impressive. It is not just one thing. It is a wide array of different valuable resources. They have a very high production of coal. Coal is what they have the most of. They also have a very strong forestry industry. Number 1. Russia. And finally, claiming the top spot is Russia, a nation whose sheer size and geological diversity make it the most resource-rich country on Earth. With a staggering value of $75.7 trillion, Russia boasts vast reserves of natural gas, oil, timber, and minerals. It's not just the quantity, but also the variety. From the depths of Siberia to the peaks of the Ural Mountains, Russia's natural wealth is unparalleled. Natural gas is what they are most proud of. They have the most in the world. They also have vast forestry lands, making them number 1. The sheer size of this country makes the availability of these resources very high. And there you have it, folks. The top 10 resource-rich nations that shape our world. From the depths of the earth to the expanse of our forests, the natural wealth of our planet continues to drive economies, shape civilizations, and influence the course of history. We hope you enjoyed this journey with us, and as always, keep exploring, keep discovering, and stay curious. Until next time, this is Global Discovery Hub, signing off.